Hello there, Kaola 6th graders. I am Miss Ray-Budman, and I have sent you a few messages, and I'm hoping that this one finds you doing well after the weekend, and we're starting week 2. So I'm here to give you a little video tutorial about your first project. Your first project in Odysseyware says 4 options. And the project is in Odysseyware, but when I looked at the project that they had posted in Odysseyware, I didn't really think it was as good of a project as I'd like it to be for you guys. It was like drawing a map, and I really didn't want you to spend an hour of your day drawing a map. So I tried to come up with a revised project that I think you'll find a little easier and maybe a little bit more fun. Also, the one that Odysseyware had made didn't give you a lot of choice of countries, and so I thought it'd be a lot more fun for you if you could pick some countries outside of North America. So this is the revised project. If you really want to do the one that's on Odysseyware, you are free to do that one if you want, but I think that this one would be a lot better, and you can choose this one. So the task is that you will complete one project from the mapping column and one project from the research column. And you'll see, I'm going to explain a little bit about those here in a minute, and then you'll type your responses into Odysseyware, or you'll just upload your document into Odysseyware. So you're still going to turn it in the same place as where the original project 4 options is on Odysseyware. So you're not sending this to me in some other format. It still goes into Odysseyware. It's just that I wanted to give you a few other ideas for your 4 options. Do make sure that you have 2 different countries that you're using in the project, and I'm going to show you an example. So here's what the revised project looks like compared to the one that you see on Odysseyware. So the first column is mapping, and if you look at the one on Odysseyware, you'll see it talks about drawing a map of North America. So instead of having you draw maps, I'd rather you just find a map. I mean, we're working online nowadays. We don't need to draw maps. And then I want you just to explain it. So the explanation part isn't really any different from the first project. So you can either choose to find a climate map of any country in the world. You'll put a link and explain it. Or you can find a physical map. You're choosing one of these 2. So not both, just one. So here's an example, and my picture is going to be kind of in the way, sorry. You can choose, I chose the country Switzerland. You can pick any country in the whole world. Don't care what you pick. You can either choose a climate map, like this, that has a little key that tells us a little bit about the climate. Now, if you don't understand what these terms are, you might have to look them up, but you're going to send me a link to the map that you picked, and then you'll put a paragraph where you'll explain how the climate affects the way people live with 3 specific examples from that country. So you'll find a map, you'll look at the map, you'll link the map, you're going to give me a paragraph. If you don't want to do climate, you can choose to do a physical map like this one, where it shows you the rivers and the mountains and the lakes and the surrounding countries, whatever the physical features are. So you could choose that. Again, you'll just send me the link. You don't even need to give me the map, just the link to the map. And then you'll type in your paragraph how the physical features, the landforms, affects where people live. Now, if you don't know where the people live in the country, you might have to research a little bit about where the population is. But for example, I know that in Switzerland, most of the people don't live up here in the Alps. Most of the people live down here around the capital, which is by the rivers and is in the lower elevation. So that's the kind of stuff you'll write about. So the first thing, the mapping option, is either a climate map or a physical map. And instead of you sitting at home drawing a map, this gives you an opportunity to just find a map of whatever country you want and write your explanation. So that's the first part. The second thing is the research, and here's the 2 options for research, which is called column 2 on Odysseyware. And again, you're picking only one. You're either picking the top one or the bottom one. You are going to need to choose a different country than you picked in the first section. So I can't pick Switzerland because I picked that from my map. You're going to pick a different country in the world for your research. And again, the project on Odysseyware makes you pick from North America, and that doesn't really give you much to pick from. So here I wanted to give you lots of places that you can pick. So the first one is a video, the second one are pictures. All right, so you're going to pick one of the two of these, and here's my example. Oh, my little pictures, oh, there it is. So I chose the country of Eritrea. If you don't know where Eritrea is a small country in Africa on the eastern side along the Red Sea. That's the shape of it. It's sort of near Ethiopia and Sudan. So you could choose to watch a video. So you go, YouTube is fine. All right, you go there. There's this program called Geography Now, actually has little videos for almost every country in the world. They're actually really pretty interesting, so that might be a place for you to look. Just put Geography Now in the name of your country, or you can find a different video. You're not going to send me the video, you're going to send me the link like I did down here, and then you're going to explain in a paragraph 3 new things you found from the video about the geography of your country, because this is about research. So what more can you add to your research? If you don't want to do the video, then you can choose to do the photo album or the 5 pictures. And here you're going to find any 5 photographs of your country. Be careful. Make sure they're actually from your country. And then you're going to research for each of the pictures, what is that picture showing us about geography. So for example, this picture here is of the Red Sea. Eritrea is right on the Red Sea, and they have beautiful beaches there. These are the mountains that separate Eritrea from Ethiopia. So you'll find 5 photos. You can put those 5 pictures in a document. You could put the 5 pictures in a PowerPoint. You could put them onto a Google site. I don't really care where you put your 5 photos. I just need to be able to see them. And then underneath of each picture, you're going to write a detailed caption of 1 to 2 sentences that describes the geographical feature. So what is it a picture of, and what did you find out about that part of the geography? That's the research. All right, so this is the revised version than the one that's on Odysseyware, because I think this one's a little more fun and a little more interesting than what I found on Odysseyware, and I wanted you guys to do something that I thought would be a little bit better and a little more enjoyable and a little more virtual. So what am I doing again? Because I'm pretty sure that's probably what some of you are saying, like, huh, what are you talking about? So you're picking a country, and then you're going to either explain a climate map or a physical map. Then you'll pick a different country. So I used Switzerland for the first one. I used Eritrea for the second one. And then you pick either a video or 5 photos. And then that shows your research, and you're going to obviously write about those. You're not doing all 4. I showed you all 4 so you would know what they look like, but you're just picking one country and one option, and then another country and a second option. You will still either type this or upload it into Odysseyware. So just keep that in mind, and you'll need to upload if you choose to do this, you'll have to upload the pictures if you do the photo one. Otherwise, you can just type in and include the links in your answers in Odysseyware. If you're still unsure as to what you're doing and you're as confused now as you were when you started this 8 minutes ago, you can either email me anytime. It does take me a little while to get back to you, but I will try to email you as soon as possible. Or I'm going to run a Zoom project help session on Tuesday from 10 to 10:30 in the morning. So I sent you a Zoom link that you can use, and you can come to the Zoom and ask me questions about the project, and I'll have this presentation and I can show you things on the presentation. So if you have any other questions, please reach out to me. I hope that you like the revised version of the project more than the one on Odysseyware, but that's up to you how you want to do it. I thought this one would be a little bit more fun for you this week. So I'm looking forward to seeing your countries and seeing what kind of fun stuff you see. And let me know what you need, guys. Take care. Bye.